Good morning, everyone. It is now 8 a.m. on this Tuesday morning, and we want to welcome you to the W9COR Good Morning Net. This net means reporting days Monday through Sunday, and we invite you to join us if you have a license. Everyone is welcome. We want to say a big hello to our listeners, and your net control station this morning is Whiskey Niner, Oscar Bravo Bravo, W9 OBB. My name is Rick, and I'm located on the west side of Green Bay in the state of Wisconsin. Emergency traffic may break in at any time with this net. We're going to pause now for any emergency or priority traffic at this time. Emergency or priority traffic only at this time. All right, hearing none, just wanted to mention it's 39 degrees here this morning in Green Bay, about 35 to 40 miles down the road from Sturgeon Bay. And the winds are out of the north this morning. And the end was, I'm going to call it 7 miles per hour. We had a bunch of breaks and we were blowing through with the calm down. But anyway, just a quick reminder that this repeater does have a 3-minute timer. We ask that you use the first transmission under this 3-minute timer. And then we invite you to use the comment section for longer transmissions. All right, be sure to let the repeater drop. That's very important with the echoes. Shortly after that 3 minutes, everybody will have to go back and log that in. That is that. Question of the day. Have you ever had, or do you currently have, vanity license plates, personalized license plates, one way or the other? I'm just wondering about that. And start first with our short time stations. Those who are on their way to work or out the door and have other places to go, things to do, we're going to let you go right off the top before you take the other stations. So, short time stations in the Good Morning Net, please come down. And I do you may have been a double there. Did I miss Kevin?
9 KRC with a double toil and trouble.
Haven't heard that phrase in a long time, but that's your signature remark. All right, let's start with Bruce, W9UUB, and then Bruce, you toss it over to Kevin, KA9ARC. Good morning, Bruce. This is W9OBB Net Control.
Rick, W9, UUB. I got a delivery this morning. Coming in, having it ready. Vanity, no, I have never had them. It's another one of those things where, just don't need it. Another, if the price went down instead of up, sure, I'd have vanity plates for sure. I had a friend one time, an older friend, who had a car accident, and he ran into shot go off. Another one of these kind of senior moments where he thought he was hitting the brake and he hit the gas. And he had some other health issues, but in any case, his car is on the news with these vanity plates. And he was so mad he had vanity plates because everybody knew who it was. And that's that story. Here, I got a question of the day, too. When you arrange with somebody to show up and you say, come after 2:30, what does that mean? Does that mean come at 2:35, come at 2:40, or does it mean come shortly before my mind, it means 235, 240. It does not mean come after 515. People. Anyway, I'll be listening to the rest of it. If anybody wants to answer that, I'd be curious. I will prospect. Over Kevin, KA9ARZ, W9UUB.
W9UUB, this is KA9ARZ. Tuesday in November, the wraparound month here. So, anyways, yeah, that's a first joke there. So, anyways, one thing not, I guess, specific to vanity call per se, but yeah, about that, have the ham radio license plate. I got one way back when, got, vehicle decades ago, got the, I think at that time, it was like, had to pay $10 extra to get the ham plate, and then when you renewed it, it was just a regular price there, and that vehicle, decades ago, and just junk it out, but they never got another ham radio plate there. But, there's various, I guess, license plates people can get, like 40 Steve now, the latest news, maybe arguably be line to get a Brewers license plate with the speculation now that seems to be in the running for managing the Brewers now that the previous manager is taking on the Cubs there. So, that's the Packers leaving on Sunday and the Packers will be work in the store there, city council meetings, hopefully that gets done in short order there, and yesterday, of course, daylight saving time, ball driving back at 5 o'clock, back to net control, W9OBB, this is KA9 here, Good morning.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you, Bruce. And I know exactly what you mean, Bruce. You usually change that, like between 30 and 45 or something of that. I don't know, but some people don't listen. License plate thing. Kevin mentioned it, and I forgot all about the fact that, I think initially it's like a $10 fee because you're actually having them stamped these plates. But it's interesting, if you want to replace the plate, it's $4. But if you're having them, buying these, you're going to have a personalized or a lot more amateur radio plates after you have it. You don't pay anything extra for any of the tools. So I always thought that was private people. Okay, take a turn here. All right, I've got, let's see, looks like it's up on the Echo board, and it's automatically signed in before we take their calls, but take their turn. But let's go to off-air VHF stations next. Off-air VHF stations for the Goodmorning Management coming up.
This is Kilo Alpha Niner, Whiskey Alpha Romeo.
KA9DXG.
K9KMA.
Number on air.
what that was, but KC9, LN Zulu, Kilo Charlie 9, Lima November Zulu. Good morning.
Okay, let me go through the list here one time and see if we missed anyone. I think I got everyone. We got Artie, KD9WA, Bob, KD9 Joel, KD9K, Brother Brad, KD9 John, Slade, KD9 and then Thomas, KD9 LN Zulu. Did I miss anyone? Let's go over to Echo Lane, and I'm going to go through the list here. I already had you all logged in. Start with Michelle, K982. Then we're going to go to Alan, 218. And then President of the Club, K982. Jack. And then W9M, 2, Milwaukee. 89 Good morning, everyone.
Morning to all. This is K9GU in Appleton here. W9ODB is good morning to you, Rachel, also. And the weather is a little different today. Temperature is 39, barometric pressure 29.97, humidity outside 87% in here, and it's definitely mostly cloudy in here also. No rain right now at all in here. We don't have any big plans. I don't have a good answer to your question in here, and if you have my license plate, then I'm not using it anymore because that car is not in use anymore at all, but I still have the plate and I keep it the way it is now. So that's as much as I can say right now. So we don't have any big plans as I mentioned in here for today, and I'll think a little more and see if anything in here. I'll pass it on to the next station, and this is Jennifer, the call number of the next station because of the little scratch in here. But anyway, I think overall, what I hear is very good this morning. This is K9 Group passing on to the next station. Good morning to all.
AEU, Alan, pick it up.
Good morning. P1AUU. I had a problem there, but I seem to have nothing now. So, good morning all. Good morning. Thank you very much, Michelle, for passing over to me. I am slowly getting to know the names on here. That's it. But of course, I can't write, so I have to use have a memory of them. Anyway, so vanity. I don't like that word, vanity. Maybe the meaning is a bit stronger here than in the United States. I fortnight D1AU is what I got from the power Jackie in 1983. I have never considered changing it. Now, I have not, never had a running before on a car. The simple reason is galaxy calls or TV calls you remember are easily remembered by the police. So we have a lot of these cars on the road of me here, except for the doctors in America. Anyway, I didn't want it. I didn't want it. Everybody needs to remember that my registration number. Anyway, give that. Over to you, Jack. D1AU. Good morning. It ain't about right here. It's 555 Fahrenheit. 55 Fahrenheit. That's the odd shower. Anyway, over to you, Jack. D1AU.
G1AEU, thank you, Alan, and good afternoon to you. It looks like we got licensed just about the same time. I believe it was 83 or maybe 84 for me. K9TQC returning. Well, I didn't quite hear the question of the day, but I think it was about ham call license plates. And the one thing I can offer there that would be of slight interest is that the way Wisconsin works is you can get your ham call on any category of license plate. So we have a truck and a minivan as our primary vehicles, and they both have my ham call as their license plate. And occasionally when they're parked next to each other, that gets people's eyebrows up in the air a bit. But one is a truck and one is a car, so that is why. And I guess I could get one for my motorcycle as well, but amazingly that qualifies for classic plates this year, so now it's a free plate. Once you pay for the classic fee, it doesn't have to be renewed, so I'm going to leave it as it is with its snappy blue little license plate on the back. So 38 and clear here today. Yesterday was spectacularly beautiful. Went out for a nice long e-bike ride on the railroad trail from here down to Bear Creek. Carol and I had a real pleasant ride and saw probably 20 deer along the way. Just everywhere you looked, there were whitetails bounding around like kangaroos. So over to Steve, W9MCU. Good morning to you, K9TQC, Quinville. Good morning, all. This is Steve in Milwaukee. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat. We got 46 degrees down here, about 60% humidity, and haven't been on a while since I retired. I thought I'd be able to get out of the net more often, but it seems like I'm not on an exact schedule like I used to be when I was working, so the 8 o'clock time either gets missed or something. I'm busy doing something else, so I'm one of those guys who seems to be busier now than I was when I was working. Vanity plates. I've never had a vanity. I don't consider the ham radio plates vanity, but I have that. I had up to 4 vehicles, I think, maybe 3, with all the same call letters. And like Jack, my neighbors thought I was cheating the state. He said, "How can you have both same plate on both cars?" And I said, "Oh, well, that's legal," and then explained it to him. Makes it really interesting when my daughter went off to college with a car with the plates on it, and the cop pulled her over in the little town and said, "Well, you got the wrong plates," and she explained it to him, and then the second time he did it again, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's right," and then the third time he walks up to the car and goes, "Never mind." So, but I wasn't real keen on having my children driving around with the ham plates on the car for the reason that you said, although a lot of people don't even know what it means user says. They try to figure out what it says, like a vanity plate. So over to AB9DK. David, this is W9MCU.
All right, good morning to everybody. Hey, here's Dave. Green Bay. And vanity plates. I've never had one. Had a neighbor that had when I was younger. And he had both, his call on both of his cars. And that really messed up with the local law enforcement. I know that same scenario happened with him where a cop pulled him over and you're the wrong plate, wrong car. He says, no, check again, and he did again. He goes, oh, well, that's weird. The cop wasn't aware of the law, but whatever. But anyway, yeah, it was definitely a nice day yesterday. Took the dog for a walk, and I'm kind of hoping that it would stay that way, but living in Wisconsin, you know that it's not going to. So anyway, not much going on here, just kind of getting coffee, getting ready for the day and all that stuff. So I think get the next AG9, I believe, is the next one. If I'm wrong. I'm glad to take it. Everybody have a great day.
AG9C Marinette. Yeah, all of our cars have the ham radio plates, Cynthia and I, and we have the same problem when the police pulls us over. We have to explain we have every car supplied or something with the same plate. And when I spent more time in Texas and had Texas plates, I would always get on the rag as my license plate. And then there were other people competing for that license plate and lost out times, and then I'd have to do on the rag -1. So had a lot of fun. That's true. So anyway, can't eat lunch with Cynthia today. She's got a party. And then tonight she has a party in Green Bay. And then Saturday she has a party at the Botanical Gardens in Green Bay. So anyways, it's a rough day. Yesterday I lost the race giving blood. Took me 5 minutes and 13 seconds. But somebody else got it at 4 minutes. Anyways, to give blood you have to be 17 or without permission. 16 you gotta have your parents with permission. And I asked them if there was an emergency, how soon can you use this blood? And they have to send it away for testing, and then they would have that expedited, and it would still take 48 hours. So anyways, I got a dentist appointment at 9, so I won't do a second go round. I'll just be listening, maybe. AG9P over to WAR.
This is KA9WAR. Well, good morning, Damien. And I left you an email message yesterday. And as far as, let's see, 41 degrees and bright sunshine here in Peshtigo. And I've had vanity plates ever since I got my license back in the 80s. So they've been on my car for forever. A number of different cars. And as far as the time goes, if I say a certain time, be there, I expect the person to honor that as close as possible to the time that we agree on. And as far as the new brewer manager goes, well, the brewer's got a long time to to pick somebody because the season is just getting over, and then the new season starting. Probably they'll just have to have a manager when they go to training camp in Arizona, but that'll be next year. So I imagine they'll take a number of applicants to be determined, unless they already have somebody picked out. K8IBXG, this is K8IWAR. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, all. And it was nice to hear you, Artie, on the Sturgeon repeater. So, nice chat. Brings back a few memories of people. And, of course, CQ2 Tuesday. But I do have call plates on my truck now. At one time, I had them on 3 different vehicles. One was a van, one was a car, and one was a motorhome. And I got pulled over one time by a cop because I didn't have my little stickers on the van. And he ran it, and he was ready to write me up for, not having the right license plate. I said, well, run it again. And, well, he ended up running it 3 times before he got the van, and he's checking serial numbers and everything else. And he says, you can't do that. And I said, you look at the bottom of the plate, it says Amateur Radio. He looked it up in his book and went, oh, okay. So while he was looking it up, I went and put the sticker on. I had it in a truck. So, in the van at the time. And I always try to be punctual. I prefer being early, 5-10 minutes early. But I have been known to be 15-20 minutes late. But yes, if somebody says they're going to be there at 2:30, by 3 o'clock they better be there. Because sometimes I have something going on. Otherwise, that's it. I'll send it over to KMA, K9BXG.
Well, thanks, Bob. KC9, KMA. And just a comment, in case Luke is out there listening, thank you so much for posting that picture of John IY, and wasn't it a pleasure to see him looking well? I'm happy to see that. So yesterday was indeed a stunning afternoon, or morning and afternoon of working around the yard. The weather was just gorgeous. So I had the gator out and the mower out and, finished up some leaves. And then Jeff was taking big, heavy buckets of rock and the downer apples, which just are ridiculous. They're still falling out of the tree. Anyway, so we delivered those to their various places and then took a trip around the perimeter of, it's about 7 acres, so we drove through the back and things, and he had not seen some of the work that's been done, so that was kind of fun. And I am very surprised. It's a 5-gallon gas tank on this thing, and I did not know where the gas maid was because it's not on the dashboard. It's under the seat on the gas tank, which is better than nowhere. But I've only used a gallon of gas, and this is much more efficient than I thought it would be. Way different than a lawnmower. So then Jeff planted a small tree, and we stuff in the yard. But Bruce, we did try a new restaurant right there on the highway, at Harbor Road, that is, across from Walmart. It's been there for 4 months, and it's a nice family-owned, local resident, used to be employees of other restaurants, and it's that nice that hopefully it's a growing concern. Plenty of customers. I think they're busy enough. Their food is good. So there you go. It's called Sunrise, and it has mostly Spanish and Mexican style food, but a couple of other items, and everything we got was really good. All fresh, all prepped there. Sauces are handmade, so that was kind of a neat thing. And so I will say welcome to David before I time out, and no vanity plates. And Brad, I hope your back is better. Did I time out?
Everything's okay here, Joan. Thank you minute. It's Brother Rick's house. And I don't know if I should bring the blower over there or not, because the back is starting to feel a little better after pressing too hard last Thursday. And actually, I probably could take my time and cut the grass around here, pick up a few weeds that are left around the house being baked. So that's it from here for this morning. Send it over then to Pete and John and Beulah. How are you this morning, John? Thank you, Rick.
Hi, good morning to everybody on the Good Morning Net. I'm John, 89, and Beulah, West Florida, Michigan. Straight across Lake Michigan from Mount Holden. I'm on an S8 on the repeater this morning. Good, clear audio, so that's good. Interesting conversations this morning. We've got a little light precipitation moving across northern lower Michigan and central upper peninsula. Both of those appear to be light snow showers, kind of like in the Traverse City to Taylor Grayling area in the lower peninsula. It looks like up towards Marquette there's a little bit, so nothing major. It's not going to last. It's going to melt once it hits, so shouldn't be too bad. We are looking for some freezing temperatures into the 18s coming up later this week, so gotta be careful of the roads on I think Wednesday night and Thursday night for that. Solar flux index is down a little bit to 146, and let's see, as far as time and short number of time is concerned, boy, 2:30 is 2:30, and anything else is just plain disrespectful. I don't understand somebody that would show up late unless it was taking government control. It's really charitable in that respect. I have no idea what they do. Ham radio plates. I've run them for probably about a decade now. Very proud of who and what I am and what it took to accomplish to get a extra class license for an accountant to be able to do that. And I noticed when I had my other car, when I was commuting back and forth from Appleton to Beulah, boy, cars would come screaming up behind me on the highway. They would see the antennas and they would just slow down and follow me at a 55-mile-an-hour pace for long distance. They just simply creep up and then they see the amateur radio license plate and then they go screaming by me. So that's also one reason that I do that is to be smart at it. And probably with the hands-free operation, if you pull over for using your ham radio, kind of nice to have that license plate back there to show that, yeah, I am a
I'm good. Go on and hit another deer. I've already hit one in my life. I don't want to go do this again. Other than that, I'm not counting on a number of things to take care of this morning. I'm only going to get all of them. We'll see what happens. So, hey, everybody have a good day. Take care. Stay warm. It was nice outside yesterday. I actually sat outside from like 2 to 3, and I think it was. Sat on the driveway and just listened to the birds and what they're wearing, watch that squirrel run around. Just nice outside. So we'll get back to winter tonight now. Casey and I'll have to look back to control for morning.
another 2 minutes.
Very good. Yeah, I like that.
I was being shocked by the police once. I brought digging. But luckily, I knew the policeman. You see, when I was a firefighter, we knew all the police. So he gave me a 2 off and said to slow down. Now, a good friend in West Virginia, he wasn't a raider, but he was a good friend. And he got shot by the police from walking in. And Shadow said to him, "Oh, it's you, it's the husband." On the way. So he got away with it because he was a shooter of a massive acid of a solid, and he was known by the sheriff. So that's all with me. I see we haven't done nothing today. It's not on this list. Anyway, maybe we will hear tomorrow. Over to you, Jack. See one of you.
Thanks again, Alan. K9TQC returning. Actually, with an inquiry, I think today is election day normally, but if I understand correctly, I'm not sure we have anything on the ballot here. I wonder if there's anything going on for election purposes, if anybody has any comments. And listening to the talk about license plates reminds me of my grandmother. Back in the day, she, Rhode Island, where she lived, they would automatically put your initials on your license plate. So her name was Margaret DeWolf, so she had MD239. I still have her license plate hanging up in the garage, actually. But, of course, when she would go out of state, everyone would assume she was a physician. And given that she was born in the late 1800s, that would have made her kind of an anomaly. So every once in a while, coming through New York or New Jersey or Pennsylvania, she would be escorted by the police because they assumed she was a physician on her way somewhere. I got a kick out of that. And I did get pulled over once by a local cop here in Clintonville. At the time, I had an 86 Ford Ranger, small pickup truck, with all the Hustler resonators on the back for HF Mobile, and looked like kind of a goofy structure hanging on the back of my truck. So I got pulled over by a cop once, merely to inquire about the antenna. But I was, of course, such a nervous wreck. I was blathering on about ham radio, and he just kind of listened, and that was that. So over to you again, Steve. W9MCU, K9TQC. Very good. I had a couple more things on the license. W9MCU was my dad's call. He was first licensed in the 40s, I think. He had call plates, so I have call plates in my garage. From him, I have the 50s, 60s, 70s, I think. After that, I don't kept it up. My original call was WB9UEN, which I had call plates before I got licensed in the 70s. And so it's kind of neat. It's interesting, the Wisconsin license plates back in the 50s were bigger, larger size than they are currently. And that was interesting. I take one along sometimes to the Hamfest and kind of post this the plate is a little bit younger than me, but not by much. At least the 51 is. The after 2:30. Well, technically, you said after. I would accept maybe like someone showing up until 3:30, but it gets much beyond that, and then that's really a whole different time. So, but you did say after, not specifically 2:30. So, that just means. But an hour, more than an hour, would be unacceptable to me, probably. And what else do I have to say? Is that on in. So, the Craig Council leaving Milwaukee. My daughter lives a couple of houses down from the park in Whitefish Bay that he sponsored and has his name on. It's like a little league park, and somebody wrote another word for a donkey on the side overnight. So that made the news here in town. So anyway, such is life when you're a multi-millionaire. I don't know. It's more money than I can imagine having. We'll talk to you guys all later. Let's see, it's over to Dave. This is W9MCU. That's 3.
Great. Well, good. Thanks for being there. Yeah, this is KB9DK. Glad you remember me, Rick. Yeah, I have the same problem. I'm really bad with names. I've always been that way. I can remember faces, but I just have been that way for forever. And I don't know if it's getting worse. I'm getting older or what. But yeah, that late thing, the 2:30 thing. My brother-in-law used to be fashionably late for everything. The family would get together, and she'd say, "Everybody get here by say 2:00." Well, he wouldn't get there till after 3:00, so they started telling him that he should be there at 1:00. The thing starts at 1:00, so he'd sometimes get there on time, and he'd still get late a lot of times. But I never understood that. I'm usually early or waiting outside before the time comes or whatever. In fact, I worked in Oshkosh and drove from Green Bay, and I'd leave early. Well, you never know what 41 is going to be like, but I'd always get there about a half hour early, so I'd sit in my car and finish my coffee and get ready for the day. But anyway, that's all I know. Trying to get things going here. We're moving to another house in about a week or so, and hopefully I can get an antenna at least up somewhere, and whether it's in the attic or outside. Wife doesn't want it outside, but we'll see what happens. So everybody have a great day, and good talking to you, and hopefully we can catch you down the road. So get that over to AG9.
Yeah, I got my license plate displayed in the garage, and like my first hand radio call sign, that's the only way I can remember it from 40 years ago. And, in Texas I had Ocano on the license plate, and this morning we saw a car with the Ocano spelled out correctly. And in Germany, the beginning of your license plate starts with an abbreviation of the city where you're coming from. So some people don't like that in Germany, because when their city is a prison camp from World War II, and you go to Italy, you might end up with your car damaged a little bit. So anyway, 89P, back to OBD.
Okay, very good. To all of you who have taken the time to check in on Echo Link. Very good comment. TQC mentioned additional elections, but it may be in some districts, but in Ashwaubenon there is no election taking place today. So that is the story of that. Thank you all for your comments. Very interesting. Now I'm going to move over to any last comments from our off-air station, VHF station. This is W9OBD for VHF station final comment. Please come now. Well, I didn't hear anyone with any further comments, so I guess everybody got everything off their chest during the regular turn. So, very good. And thank you all for joining us here this morning. Before I forget, I do want to thank radio station WTOR Sturgeon Bay for letting us place our antenna high up on top of their radio station tower, and also letting us use the facilities to house our repeater and other equipment. So thanks WTOR. We are very grateful of that. And do you have anything else to cover? We'll probably be hearing from my brother Brad a little bit later. And probably not going to get out there for any of these removal until this afternoon. Maybe it warms up a little bit. So, with that, call the W9OR Good Morning Net to a close and return the repeater back to normal amateur use. Everyone have a great day, and 7 to 3. We'll be back here again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Good morning, everybody.